paralyzed. It's like frozen, so he can't do anything. But he's gonna just slide. You just see the Githyanki that was frozen by Kidamonas just slide off and fall to the ground. Their wyvern is still going to attack, though, as they make towards. They don't have disadvantage, but they're still going to take the first ones of each. 25, 9, and 24. I think 2 of those hit. Yes, 2 of those hit. One of them crits. So that's 16 piercing, and then 15 piercing. 15 slashing. So 31. And this one is going to attack Aquava. $18, 10, and 13. Only one of those is going to hit. This guy has a AC of 16, so 2 of those are going to hit for 31. This guy is going to attack Lord Gilgamesh. It's an AC of 16.
Damn.
None of those hit. Oh, wow. Is that really? Oh, that's stupid of me. For some reason, all of these, that's awful. Okay. Hold on. I have it set to this, so these, all of these soldier tokens are linked so that they are, did my fucking server
That makes more sense. Hey, you just went live.
Yeah, I just went live. Even though
again,
it still says I've been live for an hour, which is weird.
Odd.
I love the internet. It's so fun. Okay. None of those hit Lord Gilgamesh. None of those hit this soldier here.
let's fucking go.
That guy. Number
If we
one
all
MVP.
die, he's gonna be here. I'm calling right now. What's his name?
What happened? Sorry, I think I just glitched out because like a lot of you just started fritzing.
The random guy who's dodging all these attacks. What's his name?
Which one? So there's 2 of these shadow dragons are attacking some of the soldiers,
Yeah,
and then there's Lord Gilgamesh.
and them.
The guy that was able to
The random
that was able to
dudes.
dodge all those attacks.
Lord Gilgamesh, he's fine. He's whatever. I want to know the name of the random soldier.
Oh, the
Of course, we know Lord Gilgamesh.
And then that was an attack on Dr. Jekyll.
I'm headcanoning it now. His name is Reggie G. Guard.
Reggie G. Garm. Reggie. He was just a city guard that we ended up dragging him along with, like a pet goblin.
10,
He was our
Yo.
Baldwin the
28,
Goblin, except he was a
39.
human flag bearer for some city guard.
Hell yeah. You always love the funny little guys you kidnap with you. Rip to whoever just got crit.
13, 25, so 38. Oh, for fuck's sake.
You know, like I probably slightly know I probably know these guys in some shape or form, but like meta wise,
I think
it's
if
really
anyone,
nice
the
to have
most-
all these people to draw fire.
Okay.
Junji's crying though. Everyone's getting hurt.
I'm like, I don't know.
That's your men. Those are your
It's your boys.
men.
Oh, this is my men that guy?
Do you just forget
No,
that you're
no,
like
I
almost the leader of the Red Order, or
I can't see the tokens that are popping up, so I'm thinking it's just the cult people, so I'm not really paying attention.
Right now, it's
Like-
the cult people's turn.
Oh.
did Junji get the leadership position like a day before we met?
I didn't really
Um,
think about that. Yeah, Junji's crying. I don't really know what to do, though. Okay, guys?
Okay. So, that was
Have
that's-
mercy.
That was all the Shadow Wyverns.
Oh, okay.
I
They don't go at the same time.
Well, no, they do go at the same time, which is why I'm debating on whether or not to even say like the Githyanki even go, because I've already spent so much time on the NPCs. I'm just gonna say
Oh, no, I
they
mean-
just let their Shadow Wyverns do all the work unless they get dismounted. Rory.
Damn. Hey, which
that
one of
guy.
these guys is stone?
It is
I did
the
not see
guy-
anything pop up.
It
Yeah,
is-
the
yeah,
dude
the
Okay.
guy over
Oh,
there.
yeah, eye on him. Okay. That works.
Thing on him, yeah.
I'm gonna run over here then to this guy here. Make some attacks on him. But first, I'm gonna throw something at Junji.
Oh, God.
Like, Junji, catch!
Oh. What
And
What?
when you grab it, you get haste cast on you till the end of your next turn.
what?
Hell
Wait,
yeah.
what?
Hell yeah.
What did you throw it in?
All I heard was
It was
bishop.
the bishop from
Oh,
my
it was the
from my
bishop.
jagging.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Is it like a chess piece, bishop?
It is literally
Yes.
a chess piece.
it is
It's like no, it's
legitimately
like the whole
an inky chess piece.
dude. It's like the whole
Oh.
dude, like an actual human.
he's tossing me a whole
I-
bishop. That he just pulled out of his pocket.
Anyways, I'm gonna make an attack using green flame blade on the wyvern in front of me.
Oh yeah.
What am I
What
hearing?
music?
Oh, battle music. Okay. I was like, what?
I thought I was going insane or a train was rolling by, and I was really confused.
So, Dagger of Jormungandr, see if that hits.
That is definitely gonna hit. Are you attacking
Let's
the Wyvern
fucking
or are
go.
you attacking the Githyanki?
I am attacking the wyvern.
Okay. Sounds
And
good.
then we'll take the 11 fire while the Githyanki will take 4 fire.
Okay. There's no save, it's just
No, it's just if I hit.
okay.
Yeah, that's from the green flame blade.
Nice. So you come in with your dagger, just stab it in, and you can see like this, and you can now see like as you stab it with your knife, you can see a like translucent silhouette of a snake just come in alongside the blade as it stabs its teeth into the side of this wyvern as well. And as it does, the
Oh, let's fucking
flame
go.
starts to illuminate with green flame as it bursts out upon you, removing it from the shadow wyvern, and it hits both of them as they both rear back in pain. This one's significantly
Let's
more
fucking
in
go.
pain than the Githyanki, but all right,
Alright. End of my turn.
sounds good. Erud.
Erud's just going to, like, sigh to himself and just say, "Oh, we could have done this together." And he, as a bonus action, ink is going to pour out of his book onto the ground and then snake its way up his back and sprout 2 inky wings.
Hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And as he sort of like flaps up off the ground, more ink will come the book and it's going to direct on the wyvern.
Okay. I don't know. Did anyone else catch that, or because I think it's just my internet. That's my bad.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna use
here we go.
vampiric touch on the wyvern.
22 is definitely going to hit. Just barely
Nice.
doesn't crit.
You hate to see it. But that's also going to do. Let me make sure I can do this. Yes. That's also going to do. What's my proficiency bonus? 3. That's going to do 3 cold damage as well, as some of the ink freezes around it.
Okay. So you come in and grasp onto, and just grab onto this wyvern as you just seem to just draw ink from the shadow wyvern, and then as some of it freezes and crystallizes in ice damage. All right.
And as you see, some of the ink from the gauntlets like snakes down my arm back into the book.
Awesome.
Intriguing.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
All right. Junji.
Am I close enough to make an attack with my glaive, or do I have to move another box
You have to
forward?
move just 5 feet.
Okay.
No. Your glaive doesn't have reach, so you have to move 10 feet.
Is that 1 box then, or 2?
It's 2 boxes.
Okay. I'm trying to think. Could I use my feline agility?
I think you have. Let me see here. Oh, I thought you get more speed as well. Yeah, your speed is doubled.
Okay. So
Or haste.
with haste. Okay. So could I move and then still be able to make an attack?
Yeah, you're able to move and make an attack.
Okay. Can
Movement
I move?
movement is free.
I guess to the back. Okay. I can move my own token, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should be able to.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Listen, I've never moved my character before, okay?
You haven't? What do you mean?
Listen, guys,
What are
I'm serious.
Oh, you haven't been in combat yet, have you? No, wait.
No,
you
you've
were on
definitely been in
combat.
combat before.
Like a couple of times, but like Iris moved my token, so I didn't think we could.
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely, and then go ahead and make your attack.
You'll be okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna I'll stab the wyvern with my glaive.
Yeah, that's gonna do it. And I think as a level 5 fighter, you would have, or level 6, you'd have multi-attack, so you can attack again.
Okay.
And then one more time.
And you can do action surge, which will give you a third action, but you can hold on to that for now.
I'm gonna hold on.
Haste,
and I'm
so
gonna-
you can attack.
Oh, you have another action because of haste.
Okay, so I can do 3 attacks, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
2 more.
Okay. I'm gonna hit him with my glaive a second time and then my hand axe the 3rd time on the wyvern.
Okay. 19 is gonna hit, and a 14, I think. Yeah, that also hits. So 7, and then 9 slash. 16
I
more.
sent you what haste does. It's
On
just till the
Discord?
end of your next turn. No, it's on Snap. I can send it to Discord.
Oh, no, I got my phone right next to me. I just didn't see the
Okay.
notification.
Okay. Awesome. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. Up top, Kidamonas.
Now, why does Pluto have a turn?
Pluto's
I mean-
turn is representative of the syndicate. So because he
Oh,
has
he's
other
He's
people
also the
here.
god of death, so maybe he's not really dead, Smile.
Ooh.
He's not.
He just.
He isn't
He
in.
respawns back at home.
Smile.
Sure. Yeah, that's how it works. Anyways. Okay. So, Kidamonas. That, and that. Okay. One of those is gonna hit for 9 piercing and poison damage. So you see the Kinemonas takes off their headpiece and just starts, and you could just see there's just a huge head of snakes for hair as they all just come whipping forward and striking. They don't seem to really land anything, but she also has these dual short swords that she makes 2 attacks with. Meanwhile, the other slime. Need to pull out so many people. Oh boy, this is. It's great because this group of people here, I pulled from another group. So they know who these people are, but you guys don't. So only they would know how any of this makes sense. As this little guy comes down here, down here, down here.
These guys. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
And fucking explodes into.
Get the asses, slime boy.
He's and starts attacking this guy. He's gonna make 3 pseudopod attacks. Boom, boom, boom. 2 of those are gonna hit. Don't know why they don't have automatic attack damage. Bump and bop.
Did you just place his token on top of that token?
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, it's no. I think I removed the small token, but yes.
Oh, would it have advantage since it has 1 or more allies within? 10
It was.
feet?
It's like. I was trying to maneuver it. I forgot how big this thing was. This guy actually was. So. So I was trying to maneuver him so he wouldn't explode around everybody. But I think this is. Yeah, there's only one guy
Some
here.
people
He's
just
fine.
get gloppy.
He's fine. Okay, so that's 11 and 15 towards this guy. So that's 90, and then.
Would the third one
75.
have advantage because of the text in that damage, or is the damage roll?
They would have advantage, but allies within 10 feet of it. Oh, okay. So, yeah, that would be correct. Then that would in fact have it. I thought it was within 5 feet. That's okay. So that's 63. Okay. Then Equiva. Mm. Okay. So this person also comes forward. not that forward, this forward, and they go for a swipe with nothing in their hand. But as they come down, a massive flame blade emerges from their hand, and as they make an attack towards this shadow dragon as well. As everybody's just ganking on this poor guy.
Rip Boza.
That's the GM roll. Why is that GM roll? Make a. May not have a. Okay, so I'm just gonna make it a normal attack. They have
What?
a +8 to this hit, so that's going to hit.
Okay.
Because it's a magical attack. It's going to be 13 fire damage. Do Shadow Wyverns have a... Nope. Alright. That's going to be 50. And this guy is going to deal with the two people beside him as he decides he wants to also get pretty big.
Yeah, slime guys.
Holy shit.
Get rid of this guy, and there's all these guys that around them are just like, what the fuck? As they get blown back by just the sheer size of these guys. And in fact, he's going to. And then Ignis is going to make a same thing, one with his bite. Gonna make a. Not gonna do that.
Adult
Well,
plasmoid dragon.
red adult red plasmoid dragon. Yeah.
You're being so nice and snuggly, and now you're just gonna start biting me? Ouch. Come on.
He has advantage because of
Yeah, Ella, stop.
it being with 10.
God damn it, Ella.
That's gonna hit.
Remember.
That's going to be 15. It's gonna be 15. Creature is medium or smaller. So no, that's not going to happen. He's gonna attack this guy. It's gonna be 15. So that's 23. And this Githyanki is swallowed by the adult red dragon. So he just bamfs out and just comes in and scoops up this guy off of his ride. And it takes 26 fire damage for each turn inside the dragon. So this guy's going to immediately die after he gets swallowed up. Because he is taking 26 fire damage every turn.
Oh, got him.
Poor motherfucker.
Alright.
Motherfucker.
This guy is going to fall back just for purposes. Okay. That is the end of their turn. In this turn, Thanatos is going to step forward. And he's going to pull out Thanatos steps forward. He's going to pull out this massive ornate scimitar on his head, on his back that unfolds into the blade out. And as he does, he holds it out into the air. And you can see this like dark magic swirling around the top of it as it shoots up into the air and crashes back to the ground, but not as a projectile. Instead, as his own guy that just crashes to the ground beside him as he starts, and he gets on top and is going to attack these two, the Shadow Wyvern and Githyanki here. Let me yours and Kiri's. Kiri's is going to go first. It's going to be a bite and a claw. Both of those are going to hit. I think Shadow Wyvern. Both of those crit. So that's going to be 32 and then 28. Uh, 32, so... And then Thanatos is also going to make an attack. Because, unlike him, he's... make 2 scythe attacks. Whoop. Both of those hit. That last one crits. So that's 11. That's 19. He's going to use that on this guy up top. He's going to, and since that crits, that's going to finish him off. So this guy just completely dies on top of the ride as Thanatos comes in with a swipe of two swipes of his scimitar and just destroys this Githyanki on top of the ride. Meanwhile, Kira's is just overpowering the Shadow Wyvern here. This guy is also gonna step forward. I did this to myself, but I apologize that I did this to myself.
It happens. I tried to give you the out by talking with the guys, but...
You see, he steps forward, and there is a sort of cold mist frothing from his forearms as he flings his arm forward, and a conjuration of ice in the form of a knife forms as he throws it at this Shadow Wyvern. He's gonna do that twice. That second one's not gonna be so deadly, but this one is. But that's gonna do 9 more damage. Okay. Good lord. Where even is she? Oh, she's up here. I can't even see all these people. Okay. I'm gonna just... I don't even care. Some of these people are also gonna just run backwards so that she has room to do this.
Oh shit.
Because, yeah, everybody here is a fucking dragon. Boom. Nope. That was way too small. As I'm gonna set her off to the side this time. As this woman bamfs out into the form of a massive gold dragon. And is also going to make some attacks. Where did she just... I don't know. Here we go. 1 bite, 2 claw. Yeah, that's gonna all of those. Nope. All but the first and the last one crit. The first one and the last one do crit. So that's going to just gonna 50. That's 52 on the first attack. 52. Then that's 13. So that's 65. And then 75. So that's 75. It doesn't finish off this guy, but he does deal a fucking lot. And then her confidant, Koslova, is also going to make... Can she do anything? What can she do? It's a good question. She is going to make... a 2nd level guiding bolt. That is going to hit, and that's going to hit the Githyanki up top for 15 damage. Okay, top of the round. I wish I could just send a screenshot of the sea of collapsed character sheets I have right now. Okay. Where did his go? Where is his? I think I deleted it. Fuck. Nope, it's right there. That's Equivus. Gave me. That's. God damn it. I'm trying to open the one, but I keep opening others. Okay. 3 attacks. 1, 2, 3. Jesus Christ. Okay. 18, 19, and 13 for 14, 11, and 12. 14, 11, and 12. So 25, 37. This fucking dragon is still up. Oh no, that's not it. That was the wrong one. 37 would be... Okay, and then Enkidu doesn't have anything to attack, so he's gonna move over here. Can he actually? Yeah, he can do that. Those guys are hidden. Doop, doop, doop. Wow. Okay. One of those hits, because the other 2 crit fail.
Rip bozo.
He's gonna just attack the guy directly on top. Okay, and now the fucking... Ugh. Actually, wait, I think I missed 2 people. No, first it's the I'm gonna just let them sit out. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, because my parents haven't done anything.
No, they have not, and they will continue. Well, I was more talking about the Ulster site, the Ulster and Shamash, because they both have turns before. They have turns both before the Githyanki soldiers, but because I removed their tokens to make them transform, they both lost their turn on the turn order.
I think they were both 14.
No, they were somewhere within right in between Lord Gilgamesh and the Githyanki soldiers. It was the Ulster, and then it was Shamash. I just at this point, is that even necessary?
Well, we'll see how I'm doing after this dragon definitely doesn't attack me. Real quick. Then I'll decide if it's necessary.
Man, we are kind of like in an almost perfect cone situation here, huh?
Yeah, you are. But these are wyverns, so they don't have a cone. They don't have a breath weapon.
Oh, God. I thought wyverns had. Never mind.
No, it's just Ghost. Ghost is the only wyvern with a breath weapon. Speaking of, not here.
Not even here. Ghost? Don't know him.
I don't believe in the supernatural.
Okay, he's gonna make a bite attack towards Erud and a claw attack towards Rory.
Yeah, that'll certainly hit.
You have a ghost in your book.
Genie, actually.
And then the Githyanki soldier is actually going to make a single short sword attack towards Erud.
And Juju
15.
is left alone.
Yeah, that'll hit. Barely.
Oh
makes
my
it.
god!
that
Jesus Christ. Okay.
claw attack was for me. It doesn't hit. It did.
Oh, the 25? Or no? I think
Uh,
one of
The
these.
claw attack or the bite attack was
The
mine.
I think the bite attack was to Erud and the claw attack was to you. So that's a
Okay.
17 to hit.
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck. I forgot some people are being attacked without actually retorting. Like Jekyll and Akechi here. Well, fuck. Because they're gonna die.
Oh, Mr. Hyde thing. And his lover's not home.
I feel like he should have a turn. Let me just fucking add him to the turn order. Because it's fucking. Because he. Purely
We
because
can
I
just
don't.
say they're attacking.
We can certainly say that. And how many rounds do you guys actually want to go before we just say these guys get absolutely bodied?
I want to at least. I want to suck this dude one more time.
Oh my god.
I want to suction one more time.
I mean, we get free talking, so we can try and get information out of them while we're killing them.
Hey, by the way.
I'm explicitly going to not try and kill the fucking Get Yankee riding this one. I want to
Okay.
fucking incapacitate him.
Oh, are you telling me that? I can leave him be.
Yeah, Arrow's just going once we get the wyvern a little lower, Arrow's just going to say, leave its rider alive.
Okay. I think we'll just go with the general. They are fighting right now. For now.
Yeah, they're just out there fighting.
Okay. Rory.
Alright, if that's the case, we want to leave him alive. I think I might buzz off to someone else so that I can continue using Green Flame Blade.
I mean, you probably still could. Green Flame Blade probably won't kill this guy.
Probably. Alright, no, I'll
Well,
go
actually,
for
never
another
mind. I was gonna say, well, actually, they're kind of squishy, but then I was like, oh wait, no, they're not.
They're
not too squishy.
Green Flame Blade's 1d8, right?
Yeah, it's 1d8 plus spell for.
Oh, yeah,
them.
that's not gonna do
I got
anything.
it mixed up last time. But... However, I do plan on taking my own bishop so that I can attack twice.
Hell yeah.
Alright, so, crack one of my own bishops. I don't know, I eat it or something?
You just have it in your hand. You just have it in your hand. It starts to glow and absorb into your hand.
Alright, that works. Yeah, the ink kind of yeah, we'll say it melts. That's kind of fun. Or Cusco, I eat it. Anyways, first attack. What was that?
That was a 16, which is going. Which one are you targeting?
The dragon or the wyvern.
Okay. The wyvern, that's gonna hit. For
Sweet. Second attack. Also
7.
the wyvern. Nice.
That's gonna also hit for 9.
Then the 2 green flame blades.
Okay. Just the first numbers?
Which the first number goes to the Githyanki.
Oh.
I got mixed up.
The first number goes to the Githyanki. Okay.
The second one goes to the person I'm attacking.
Okay.
Oh god. I swear to god.
He is still alive, but he is engulfed in, he is singed and wheezing as he's like,
The whole it's like a big bonfire with the copper in it, so it has all the colors. That just expands over this whole area.
Okay.
as I'm taking the tax down.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
All right, Erud.
Alright, Erud, ink like talons still on his hand, is just going to plunge it back into the wyvern's chest.
Okay.
Let me roll that. 16 to hit.
16 is gonna hit for 11 necrotic.
Alright, that'll be 11 necrotic and another 3 cold.
Okay.
And half that damage is going to heal me.
Nice. You can see as you're absorbing the shadow wyvern, you can see that bits, like entire pieces of the shadow wyvern are almost disappearing and vacuuming into your arm as you do that. It seems to be a very not so corporeal creature that just seems to be getting sucked into your arm.
Alright, trying to see if I have any bonus actions. I don't think I do.
Unfortunate. Junji.
I'm probably just gonna attack the wyvern again since we're leaving the.
Okay.
I'm trying to.
Literally one attack from your wyvern from anything should do it.
Alright, I'll just attack once.
Okay.
Because. So I'll be like talking to Erud. Will you have the ability to hold this Githyanki down by yourself, or will you need help?
He's like, I beg your pardon, I'm not going. I'm standing where you.
Well, I'm not entirely sure if I can knock him out effectively with this, and he's going to like wiggle the inky tendrils.
Alright, I'll be able to help then. I'm gonna attack with my glaive now.
Okay. 13 is going to hit. And you just finish it off as you swipe up with your glaive, and the creature kind of gives out a little shrill cry before it kind of fades like a cloud and disappears. The Githyanki on top is just like, I beg your pardon, I'm still up. Falls off, and he falls off and falls prone on the ground.
Well, Junji, you've got one more attack.
2 more.
Didn't the haste end at the end of the next turn?
End of Junji's turn.
Yeah, but it's...
Oh, doesn't it give like super negative effects?
Yeah.
Or no, it's a
because
negative. No, it's a bishop.
The negative effects are not there because it's from my chest enhancement.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, so the lethargy thing won't apply to me.
No.
Yep.
Okay. Sweet. Oh god. Why are my attacks so strong?
You can just say you're like attacking non-lethally.
Okay, I'll attack non-lethally with cat claws to like hopefully try and get this guy in a grip for Arrow to talk to.
Okay.
Oh, he's going to be knocked out, but like this is for when he wakes up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I'll still just attack with cat claws then.
Okay. 18 is definitely gonna do it. So he kind of just starts to stand up, and he's like, ugh, and you just grab the back of his head and just slam it to the ground, and he just knocks himself out.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
No problem.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that'll be my end of my turn.
Okay. Do you guys want to continue your side of combat, or do with the other guys around?
We could probably just assume the rest of the groups can take on their own funny wyvern guys.
Yeah, I figured.
Erud would help with like eldritch blasts from in the air and stuff like that, but
Yeah, you just start seeing. You just look around you, and there's just two there's just two plasmoid creatures just fucking just pummeling a bunch of shadow dragons to the ground. Haddad comes in, giant blue dragon transforms into a giant blue dragon. Meanwhile, the Enlil, the red dragon beside him, they just turn into two giant adult dragons and just start wrecking shop. The gold dragon off to the side. Dr. Jekyll over here, if you couldn't tell by the name, turns into a fucking werewolf and starts going and starts ripping and tearing into this guy here. The Ulster takes care of their own. The fucking Tritons do. The Chimera also is contributing to the fight. Just, it's utter carnage as everything is just falling to pieces for the Githyanki.
I don't think these Githyanki could have picked up worst possible place to attack.
Man, what a minor nuisance to our big problems.
Yeah. Let me just verify though, because okay, that makes sense. There is one death,
Oh, damn.
and it was
What was it?
Can it be Ansev as he was like fucking
Don't
running
say
away?
it was Reggie.
No, it was
Say
this
it's
guy.
Reggie?
It was this tabaxi up top the fountain who was fighting and got absolutely demolished by the Shadow Wyvern
No.
before it was.
Brethren,
Not the tabaxi.
not the furry.
I had a whole backstory and everything for. No, I'm kidding. Okay. So I'm assuming you guys are having. What?
Alright, go ahead.
I'm assuming you guys are having. Are you guys? You guys said you were gonna contribute to the fight. Are you guys? Nope. That's not what I wanted to do. Are you guys actually gonna start interrogating the Githyanki before or after everybody finishes fighting?
Probably after.
Yeah, I mean, once like the last couple of people are getting done, Aaron's going to like start tying this guy up in a very like obvious "we are capturing this person, do not kill him" sort of way.
Mm. Gotcha. Okay.
Man, where were Jupiter and Pluto in all this?
Do not read what I wrote.
You said to look up.
No, I wrote that I think Jupiter is Zeus.
Oh.
He's gonna look like where he wrote that.
It still says. I think
says look
Jupiter
up
is
for me?
Zeus. No, it says
Oh,
it.
okay.
You look at the notes now, and it now says I think Jupiter is Zeus. And Arid, you see it does in fact still say, I think Jupiter is Zeus.
Huh. Strange.
What do you mean, look up?
You wrote it down, and it said look up, so I looked up, and then I saw the Shadow Wyverns.
You're gonna squint at the book a little. More pressing matters.
I mean, I feel like the pressing matters are where did Jupiter go? Or Zeus, I guess.
We heard the crack of thunder, and then fucking
Yeah.
Oh. Did I miss that?
that guy.
Yes, as Shamash had gone to the front entrance, there was a crack of thunder, and he just screamed out, "No!"
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Well, you heard that thunder crash. I assume that was him leaving, and evidently, according to Seeker at least, Pluto is now dead.
Damn.
As Shamash, like at the front entrance, you could see him shrink down to his humanoid form, as he calls out, "Somebody help me over here!" as he runs off to where Pluto is. And you can see there are people coming over to assist. There are some people, mainly the council, coming to help assist, while some of the other guardsmen are also coming over.
Arid, would this be a bad time to mention that my flying cat actually watched Pluto get killed?
Well, I don't think it would be a bad time. Earlier would have been a better one, but
Well, You kind of got attacked, and I kind of got a little sidetracked with this.
Fair enough, I suppose. Did you hear or see anything else? Seeker was a little vague in their retelling.
All I Pluto was helping Jupiter with. Give me a second, guys. I actually have like this huge block of text that I'm trying to read months ago.
Aaron will pull out his book and start writing as you're talking.
Okay, hold on.
Fuck, where did I put my...
You are making things so very difficult. I know.
Huh? Hold on. Jupiter was saying that there were no Trojans in Uruk and that he's only like solely for destruction, and that Pluto was playing tricks and has other people working under him. And Pluto gave Jupiter reasons to kill people, and that when everything's done, nothing will stand in Eris's wake, which is a demon. No.
Eris is the chained oblivion, the
There's so many.
universe-ending threat.
So Pluto did know Eris.
Yes.
Why does nobody else?
Then Pluto also allowed 2 of Jupiter's children into his ranks and saw the syndicate. And Jupiter already knows everything what he needs to win.
Did you happen to catch the people Pluto was talking about Jupiter with, the names?
I did not. The only names I got was Eris. And he had... There was also an... What? Sorry guys, my notes. Listen, Iris was giving me so many stuff. I was like trying to write down everything that happened.
So many stuff.
4 billion stuff?
4 billion. What am I even
Minimum.
saying? 40
Minimum
billion.
4 billion stuff.
500 cigarettes.
500 words.
A whole 500 words? That's crazy.
Something like that. I'll check later.
I've got to write 500 words for an assignment tomorrow.
There was
I don't
also
think
a
I've written
third,
500 words
there was a
in
third
years.
figure with Jupiter and Pluto outside of the ball. I didn't catch a name, but they were a large undead demonic humanoid, and they had a golden sword that was the same as Pluto's, but they had purple arcane with them. And
That ring a
after
bell?
that, Jupiter stabbed Pluto and he was dead. And the braces that he wore were gone.
Shit, he has the braces. Or bracers.
And that's the last thing my familiar saw before it ran.
Were the braces gone before or after Pluto was stabbed?
After it went into the Bident itself.
You saw that it
Absorbed
transformed, that the bracers transformed into a Bident, and then the Bident was taken by Zeus.
Okay. We should probably let the council know all of this.
Righto.
Smart move.
I think it'd be a great idea, actually.
Of the ideas I've heard tonight, that might be one of the best.
Or we just completely mess it all up and just not tell them. Completely sidetrack Iris.
Are any of the council members like not helping Pluto right now?
You could see Ishtar is walking about making sure that people are okay, or that people are okay. Most of the council is making sure that people are okay. The only people really over with Shamash are some of the nearby folk that were in front of the archway.
Alright, Erud's gonna go to probably Ishtar and just be like, could we talk to you in private? It is a matter of high importance.
Ishtar helping some other people around. She's like, yeah, yes, yes, of course. Pulls the crowd, and you pull them aside.
Erud's just going to say, Junji, would you like to explain what you saw?
Tokens. Okay. I sent out a familiar to watch Pluto and Jupiter as they talked outside, and Jupiter already knows everything about the syndicate because Pluto allowed some people that were working for Jupiter into watching what the syndicate is, and what is the syndicate? Pluto allowed some people who are working for Jupiter to into the syndicate, and they're working for Eris. And Jupiter already knows everything what is needed to win for himself. And before Pluto was killed, he had this third large humanoid
Pluto's
demonic
dead.
undead thing. Sorry?
Pluto's dead? What?
Pluto is dead.
That's why everyone
Jupiter
ran
has
outside.
killed Pluto and taken his
She
brains.
doesn't know that. She didn't go outside. She went to check on everyone else.
That's
I believe,
fair.
I believe another pressing bit of information is there is reason to believe Jupiter is Zeus in disguise. If you heard the thunderbolt that happened as soon as the event started, I believe
Yes, I
that
did.
might have something to do with it. I informed Shamash, but as soon as I found out, but once I did, this all started happening. He's gonna fucking motion around to the dead fucking wyverns.
Yes. Yeah. She says, okay, that's a lot of information to process.
Don't worry,
So-
there's plenty more when you have the time.
Thank you. She says sarcastically. She says, okay, so Zeus was spying on us through Pluto's assets, or was the syndicate this part? What syndicate? The Asphodel Syndicate?
Sorry?
The Asphodel Syndicate? The syndicate run by by Pluto? Was that the syndicate that Zeus was using to spy on us?
Do we know?
She's
Well,
asking
okay.
because Cherry, you said that Zeus had infiltrated Pluto had led people into his syndicate that was
Yeah,
run by Zeus.
I quote what I wrote from the session. Pluto allowed 2 of Jupiter's children into his ranks and saw all of the syndicate. And Jupiter knows everything about what he needs to win.
Okay. Then it is. I would say it would be. I must discuss with the council, but I would say it is best if we were to distance ourselves from the syndicate for the time being until we are able to properly understand what the root of these
Indeed, and,
children.
if you wish, do you or any of the other council know the spelling code thoughts? I assume you would. It is a
Yes.
simple cantrip.
I
He's going to he's gonna cast encode thoughts on himself, and he's going to he's gonna basically encode what he knows about like the Unchained Oblivion and how Zeus
God.
specifically relates to that.
Okay. All right. She looks, and is it a projection in front of her, or?
No, this is just a strand. Like it,
Okay.
but it's sort of like he like pulls a glob of ink out of his head.
Mhm.
They won't really know what any of it is until they like use the spell to learn it. But
Okay. She looks at it, and you give it to her, and she says, Naboo has the cantrip. I myself do not have the cantrip, but I will get this to him.
indeed, I hope what we have found will help you come to a decision.
Thank you. Unfortunately,
In the mean,
unfortunately, I don't think
meantime,
I don't think we have the time to properly. I don't have the time to look into this. We have to make sure that what is going on here. Okay.
if you would like, we motions towards the tied up Githyanki. We'll manage to capture one of them alive. If you would like to assist in the interrogation.
I must assist elsewhere in aiding the people that have been injured. But please, if you are able to interrogate this person, we will gladly be able to find out what. I have an understanding of most of what he had said, but if there's any other information you can provide, that would be most helpful. Thank you. She pockets the strand and she makes her leave.
She's got a glob of ink in her pocket.
Yes.
It's got a pretty high surface tension. It won't break. Well, it's going to be a bit before this person wakes up, I think. We should probably gather the rest of the people we came here with.
Yeah, I think I need to talk to my parents real quick.
Understandable.
I'll meet you guys here soon.
Okay. You go over to your parents, as they seem to just be. They seem to be relatively fine. You had seen Tithonus contributing to the fight, but they still seem relatively fine and are now kind of just standing aback just to let everything else kind of settle down around them.
All right. Are you guys all right?
Yes, we are quite fine. Thank you, Rory. That was a fright. Well,
It was. Look, I have a favor to ask, and it's not going to be very soon, since we have more pressing issues at the moment. We've only heard people that know of, that are a part of the Chain Oblivion, say the name Eris. The only lead that we have is the city that you were from. Once this is done and things are a little safer, I would like to have a sort of excavation out there, and I would like you to join me.
are you speaking to specifically Aurora, Tithonus, or both of them?
I mean, I want my dad to be a part of the conversation, but it is towards Aurora.
Aurora goes. She says, I think that would be possible. Yes, I think that I can certainly do that if necessary.
I mean, we haven't been able to find it on a map. I assume you know a general
Relatively.
location that we
Yeah.
can.
I haven't been
Okay.
back to that in several decades. But I can certainly try to help you find it.
Great. Thank you. Can I roll an insight check?
Sure, go ahead.
This is the first time I've ever felt anything at all against my mother.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Holy fuck. Okay. Oh, shit.
Let's go.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Okay. Hmm.
Give me the.
I don't know what to give. Your mother seems very calm. She seems to like everybody here is cooling down. But even some people like your father are still shaken up by the fight. You can say yourself you are a little shaken up by the fight.
Absolutely.
She is not. She seems perfectly calm, perfectly relaxed. And you can, but when you ask her to join this venture, she seems not all for it on her own side, and it's definitely, she doesn't seem all for it. Like, she genuinely does not, like, how should I put this? She doesn't want to go back for some reason.
Okay. Did it seem like this was an empty promise from her?
Yes.
As if she has no intention of going back? Okay. That's all I needed.
Okay. All right. Okay, so you leave. Eru, Junji, what are you guys doing during this?
While Rory was going to do that, I think Erod would start the process of resummoning Seeker, which to him would be like writing a bunch of incantations in his book, trying to draw a picture of like a raven, but
Okay.
it's not a very good one.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
All over the course of about 10 minutes.
Okay. Junji, what are you up to?
Probably. I'm probably gonna go outside, because Pluto's body's still there, right?
Yes. You could see. Jesus Christ. As you step outside, you can see that there are a lot of people crowded around trying to assess the situation. Shamash is there along with a lot of the Red Order. The Asphodels, the rest of the Syndicate is there. Thanatos is just looking on, while Sethek is more up front and there with at Pluto's body as they are assessing. And Shamash is pretty much ordering the order to just start getting him up and trying to get him somewhere to either be to a hospital, basically, trying to see if they can do something about it.
Could I talk with them about what happened?
You can, Jesus, you can certainly try. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Shamash
Now I
is
gotta
bringing.
think of what I should say.
Shamash is just there saying, we need to get him back to. We can see if there is somewhere we can keep him in Celos for now, and see if we can do something about this. But I'm not sure how he had fallen in the first place. Sefek is. We need to get him out of here now. before the rest of the celebration, or from the rest of the parties. Nah, fuck. Not. I'm trying to think about what he would say. As they start to like prepare like a gurney to get him out of here.
Junji's gonna walk up and stop one of them and essentially just go, before you take his body away, there are some things you should know about what happened in the moments before his passing.
Okay. Did you witness it?
Sorry,
Or-
I saw your mouth move.
Okay.
He was killed by Jupiter, but he was in cahoots with Jupiter. And Junji's gonna point at his wrist and explain. He had these braces on that were pretty important, but now they're completely gone.
Mhm.
And Jupiter took them with him before he disappeared. I saw through my familiar of mine that he was killed, and fuck you, Dimitri. He was in cahoots with Jupiter and had some of Jupiter's children in the syndicate and was helping spread and leak information about what we were doing. So anything that you do with his body, should you be able to revive him, you should take the utmost care at being able to control him and, if feasibly possible, keep him restrained so he can't leave or do anything rash.
Oh god. Okay.
I'm sorry, Iris, you look so stressed.
No, it's. I don't. Okay.
We just too good for you?
No,
What?
no, no. It is entirely because I feel like I have mistranslated a lot of information, especially during that conversation, and that is entire. And I think that's on me. It's on me. I don't know what I should do about that. Okay. Okay.
If it makes you feel any better, I'm planning on watching the
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
the.
It's
sub-stream
purely it's like okay. I'm going to Junji. I'm gonna leave this up to a insight check on the conversation that you had witnessed.
I feel like I've done something wrong now, Iris.
No, I think it's just because of my poor translation of like I know this knowledge. I just don't know if I know what happened. I just don't know if I translated it good enough to know, so that you have an understanding of what happened and enough. So, go ahead and make an insight check. Oh boy. Okay.
Oh, there's no boy.
From what you could tell about the conversation you were watching, Pluto definitely had oh boy, Pluto.
I sent it in the text.
Baby. Pluto, from what you could have told from the scene from the conversation, Pluto seemed to have been spying on Zeus rather than for Zeus.
Okay.
And Zeus had a whole speech about the fact that he knew about the spying because of his own children. So he knew everything that Pluto was doing, but Pluto was still spying on them, and Zeus decided that this was the opportune moment to kill Pluto.
Okay, I think I could see where the miscommunication may have been. So, like, it probably was something like you said, "Oh, you let my children into the syndicate," or something like that. And what Zeus probably meant was like, "Oh, you didn't know, but you let my children in," or "You thought they'd be on your side, but they weren't." So it was like saying, "Oh, you fool, you did this, and that's how I know."
Mm-hmm.
Less so indicating that Pluto purposefully let the children in to spy on the syndicate.
Mm-hmm.
Am I correct?
Yeah. There's a whole like, it's weird because I know what happened. Zeus kind of knows a little bit of what happened. Pluto knows a little bit of what's happening. Junji is taking what little they know and trying to piece together what happened through their own collective knowledge. And I'm sitting here like, I don't know at this point what anybody knows ever at all times.
I think it's up to you what we know.
If it makes
Yeah.
you feel any better, I am going to ask Seeker to mimicry what he heard back at me, even if he couldn't have understood any
Oh,
of
God.
the words.
At that point, I just turn on a fucking video and just
Yeah,
let you guys
that's what I'm
stream
saying,
the
like-
fucking session.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can. I'm planning on watching the thing, and you can just say he tells me the words if you
Mhm.
want, or because I'm gonna watch the session. That's just how I would know about it in character. Like,
Yeah.
If there's no way
I
of me
gotcha.
knowing it in character, I'm not gonna
I
work
gotcha.
on it from character wise. But
So I got a question. That insight check was for the conversation
Between Pluto
what
and
my
Zeus.
familiar saw.
What your
Okay.
familiar saw, yes.
Righto.
Okay. With that knowledge, would you like to change what you tell Shamash about Pluto?
Yes, please.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Okay. So,
Good lord.
alright. I just want you guys to know that I was watching the whole scene before Pluto was killed through my own familiar. And what I saw in his moments before his death was that Zeus was actually Jupiter that came to this party. And Zeus knew that Pluto was spying on him because of spies that Pluto placed for Zeus. And Zeus didn't really care, but since he was already at the party, he decided to take the opportunity to kill Pluto here. But before that happened, the braces that Pluto wore were taken off of his body. So I don't know if those do anything for him, but if you can revive Pluto in some way, it'll be greatly needed because he died with a lot of information on him from what it seems.
Okay, now I'm gonna need a persuasion check.
Okay.
Hey,
Wait a
we
minute.
get those.
Why?
you are just
Well,
kind of a
True,
semi-random
okay.
dude.
Yeah.
You're like a dude with some repute, but
He's the first general.
He's certainly
Yeah,
not. He's
he's like a commander. Imagine if some random commander went up and told the president that the first lady was actually a lizard person in disguise.
guys, what they were saying about Zuckerberg is true.
No, I feel like Unity, with all of social awkwardness, should have a really great reputation. Like, hey guys, here's a leader who cannot fucking speak to people. Anyway.
Yeah.
Wow.
right.
Alright.
Yeah, that's about what I expected.
He kind of as you can see that Shamash is trying to navigate his soldiers to try to navigate his soldiers and talking to other people to like basically how he's going to take care of this event still. And as you come up to try to talk to him, he says he's basically like stops you as he's like, we will discuss those matters later. Right now we need to make sure that we are all together and that we prepare our defenses for tomorrow. I must act now. As he almost listens to like none of what you have to say and makes his way up to the party, while these soldiers here start taking Pluto away.
Get a fucking kill, Junji. He sucks. This motherfucker can't do anything. He can fight, that's about it. Okay.
I love our funny cat boy failure.
He makes me so mad.
He really is just like our little shy cat boy.
He's a fucking failure, and I love him.
Bro could
Okay.
bench press me, but also
Bro could bench
But
press
God
me, but
forbid
if I asked
he
him to go order me from Wendy's, he'd start crying.
Oh my god.
This is a commander in our in our capital.
Good god.
Guys, I don't think we're gonna win this war.
Okay. I guess there's really nothing for me to do, so somebody please save me from this embarrassment and go do something.
No, it's fine. You are left alone. But don't worry. Nobody sees your embarrassment because you are now alone. As the rest of the group, everybody else around you just takes Shamash away, or takes Pluto away as Shamash goes up to the gala to talk with other people.
after the 10 minutes of recasting Find Familiar is up, Erud would probably go back up to Leaf's dad. I remember I wanted to talk to him before, but didn't get a chance to.
Yeah, you can see the Triton, Lord Versaloon, this tall and lengthy Triton is that's surrounded by his children Leif and seemingly youngest child, as they are both just stood back and just watching as well.
I wish to talk to you about something. It is entirely unrelated to everything that happened here earlier, but I didn't get a chance to speak to you before. Would now be a good time?
Actually, no, thank you. I will tend to my children, and I will tend to this, and I will tend to my efforts right now.
Is there a separate time I could contact you that would be better?
If we survive this conflict, then perfect, then ring me up.
Are there phones?
Ring me up on my...
when you get a second spell, it like makes a ringing in your ears.
It makes a little ding. Alright.
Sorry.
Well, I will be sure to do so. I think on the name Ekni in the meantime, if you will, please.
There seems to be an eyebrow raise. I don't have his flexible brow muscles, but there seems to be an eyebrow raise as you make your leave. But he definitely seems to take some sort of reaction to Ekni. Okay, so, Arid, you have talked to Lord Versaloon. Rory, you have talked to your parents. Junji, you tried to talk to Shamash. What would you guys like to do now? Stop! You just keep... This is the new template. You just sending pictures of yourself as instead of memes.
You know, sometimes you gotta meme yourself.
Make that a fucking emoji and see how you like that.
This ain't the first time, man. I think this is one of the first.
Good lord. Alright, what would you guys like to do now?
When we meet back up, I'll probably go up to the two of you. I think there's something wrong with my mom.
How so?
She's not being honest at the moment. So I had asked something about going over to where she believed the city of Eris to be to try and find something, but she wasn't on the level. Also, I don't know. I guess I've never seen her. I haven't seen her like fight at all or anything. Like, is she some high level
No.
spellcaster that I know about?
You
Okay.
wouldn't know. For all you know, she's kind of
I mean-
nothing more than a commoner.
Yeah. I mean, my dad's great at protecting, but she's hardly rattled by the event. Maybe something's in her. Maybe I'll be talking to my dad later and asking if anything's changed recently, but keep a lookout.
Will do. Although I won't exactly be the best to discern anything different about your mother. This is the first I've met her, but if I notice anything suspicious, I will be sure to inform you.
Thank you. So? How's everything gone?
Well, aside from the attack, relatively well. I was able to get some interesting information, make the council aware of at least most of what we know. And Seeker is back. He's just gonna open his book to like a moving picture of a raven and then close it.
Little bird wing flaps high, waves high.
Try and hit the paper before you slam it shut.
You just hear a little like you like close the book and you just hear a little just a little raven squawk.
Well, now probably all we have to do is wait for this one to wake up. Rewind date, motion at the Githyanki. Probably best to think of some questions to ask him before he does, though.
Of course.
First at the front of my mind is, what do you know about the Unchained Oblivion? And if he doesn't know that name, refer to the creature the Tiamat fought thousands of years ago.
Yeah, I mean, they think the only way to defeat it is with the Tiamat, but they must know some more about it.
Yes, they were very clearly familiar at the very least. I'd find it odd if they didn't know anything more than we did.
I wonder if they have any tales about what the Tiamat's phylactery could be.
I doubt they would
don't
give
think we
such
can-
information very willingly, but perhaps we could needle it out.
That's what I'm thinking. Kind of spin it in some way. Ask him to tell us tales about the Tiamat and the first fight, and maybe something will come out of it.
Yeah. It may also be a good idea to ask about when the Tiamat is planning on arriving back.
That's probably a smart one, yeah. You know, these oncoming conflicts, and it feels like they're just miles away.
Indeed. Perhaps we
You
could
ask and it just looks at its watch.
We could probably frame it some way as the fact that the Chained Oblivion is rapidly gaining power, and perhaps the Tiamat will not be here in time. which,
Yeah.
in a way, is perhaps true.
It's starting to feel like it.
If nothing else, I don't know if he will have a way to get back to where he came from without a wyvern, but if he does, perhaps we could even send him with a message.
As a way to help us against Zeus?
The Chained Oblivion specifically, we could describe how the followers of the Chained Oblivion are rapidly growing in power, that we are collecting a force to fight against them. Perhaps our goals are aligned in a way for this fight in particular.
Yeah. I mean, it didn't work last time, but now that he's tied up, it might be a little more useful.
Well, it may have worked a little better had someone not started open conflict. We're gonna give a side eye over to wherever Medusa is.
Kidemonas is currently with the rest of her group. These little fucking slime boss is shrunken down to their normal size, and so is this guy.
So that whole half of the ball is covered in slime.
No, it is all part of their body, so they just take it back.
It just comes back.
It just
Nice.
shooks back. It's no little guy. A little bean.
And it sounds like battle tomorrow.
Yes, it seems like it. Alright, let's try and wake this one up.
Let's do it.
Okay. Do you all do it here in the courtyard, or do you do it, or do you take him away?
Should this be something we do in private? I don't particularly care who
Maybe
else
outside.
uses this information. Well, if nothing else, I can return us to my book.
That could work, yeah.
Probably best to do so in private. And Arid's going to open his tome and... Can I bring an unconscious?
Pretty sure. I'm pretty
Do
sure.
they
Yeah.
have to be willing?
Probably. Hold on. Let me figure out. Because I know I bring people. Hold on. Yeah, I think they have to be willing.
Mm.
Oh well. I don't know if I can bring him in while he is in this state.
Damn.
I'm sure there's a more private place we can find.
Yeah. I mean,
At the end of the day, I doubt anything this one reveals would be too sensitive information.
I'm sure he won't give off much, but it's getting hard to know who you can trust here.
Indeed.
You just want to go around to the outside, around the wall.
And Era's gonna call over Junji, like, can you carry this one?
Damn,
Junji,
they're dead.
Yes.
could you carry this one for a minute? I'm gonna
I'm
point at the
outside.
unconscious dude. Oh, I was in
Oh
you.
shit!
Are you like
I
still
heard
out-
him in here
Are you
yet.
just vibing out there after getting shot down?
Essentially, yeah.
Then Era's just gonna look around. Where's Junji?
Junji died too. No. It was taken.
She died of fucking embarrassment. bro.
Can I just try to pick this guy up?
Yeah, sure. What? Is strength through both of your dumb stats?
No, charisma's my dump stat.
Oh.
I have a fucking -1 strength.
Well,
it would be an athletics check, so I'll let you re-roll that
okay.
for
Yeah, I'll
athletics.
do that again. I actually think I have.
My
Yeah,
athletics check
position
would be
in
the
that.
same, so. Oh,
shit.
Oh fuck!
I'm
Just
like Britain tonight.
one-handed. No, you can tell that he seems a lot lighter than
All the burning
he
black.
thinks he would be. Well, not that, just that he seems very. It's almost like he is unnaturally like malnourished, but it might just be a Githyanki thing because you can see they all kind of look similarly like lightweight and malnourished kind of bodies.
A cult thing or a race thing? Gonna go with the cult thing. Yeah, I'll bring him outside.
Okay. So you all step outside. You see Junji in the courtyard.
Junji, I'm gonna motion over. Like a come here motion.
Come
No,
hither.
Come hither. Come hither. The fool jiggled miserably across the floor. Nobody knows what I'm talking about?
I do.
No.
Thank God. Thank God somebody's as currently online as me in this group.
Good lord. All right. Fucking hell.
You got any questions to ask this guy?
Me? I don't, but I know Eru needed him, so I figured I would knock him out while the fight was still going on for him.
Yes, I appreciate it. It would probably also be best if you join the interrogation if, for whatever reason, either of us become incapable of relaying the information.
I think it would also just be good for me to know what's happening.
that too, you know.
Damn.
Well, I mean, you didn't.
He's got it.
Didn't seem very,
Okay,
Fair point.
about this, guys. You just joined you guys like a week ago.
Yeah, it's the funniest thing. It's the funniest thing that you of all people were able to successfully see what was going on.
Well, the funnier thing is, most of the important shit we learned since you joined. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like the anchor being of this universe.
we've only even learned.
Hey,
about
that's
the-
spoilers. I haven't seen Deadpool or Wolverine yet.
Hey, that's not a spoiler. That's a concept.
You knew what it was. I didn't even know it was a Deadpool and Wolverine spoiler until you said it
Anyway.
was.
Junji may be
Oh my
like the
God.
dumbest motherfucker out of the group, and he has like gotten all of the smart shit, which is so unfortunate.
Good lord.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's wake this guy
So-
up.
Let's make the dumb one
Yeah.
learn everything.
Okay. Alright, so you are able to wake him up, and he comes up with a startle as he just looks around. He's like, huh. Oh, fuck. Hi.
Hello again.
Hello? Why am I still
Listen,
alive?
As I was saying in the ballroom, we share a common enemy in this fight. Our goals are more aligned than you may think. Methods differing.
I doubt to differ.
You doubt to differ?
I dare differ.
Our goals are aligned, our methods are different. every one of yours killed is one less to fight against the Chained Oblivion. Every one of ours killed is one less to fight against the Chained Oblivion in this combat.
And you think yourself worthy of fighting the Chained Oblivion?
It's not about worth, it's about it's coming.
And it's about
Necessity.
pointlessness. The Chained Oblivion has been fought before. The Tiamat has fought, died, and came back from the heavens to fight this thing again. And it is all done for nothing. And so they decide it is not that to destroy the Chained Oblivion is to destroy this world. So it will be done.
And why hasn't it been done yet?
Because the Chained Oblivion is coming. The Tiamat is coming for the planet.
But they are not here yet, correct?
They are not. No.
So, I believe it would be in your best interest, as well as ours, as well as the rest of the universe's, to delay the Chained Oblivion from becoming unchained as long as possible. The forces we fight seek to make that day come sooner. Are you understanding?
I understand that this is a pointless endeavor. We are not here to delay anything. We are smart enough to know that we cannot delay the Chained Oblivion. The Chained Oblivion has been here for 3 eons, and will continue to, and has done nothing but fester and merely build itself to be stronger. But it is not left.
And then why hasn't the Tiamat simply destroyed the planet sooner?
Because it was only aware until recently. Until our scouts were able to infer that the planet, the entire western side, had been infected by its disease.
So, the Tiamat is currently on her way, but not yet.
Yes, and she
That
will
gives
destroy
the-
this planet and will destroy the Chained Oblivion with it.
So if the Chained Oblivion wakes up tomorrow, too late? Done for?
The Chained Oblivion has been making efforts to build itself even more, and it has come to a point where simple, mere humans like I are not able to fight this thing.
We do not need to fight it, we are merely trying to delay its servants.
The ones trying to wake it up?
There is no
The
waking
ones
up.
The ones working directly under it, at its orders, to bring about its rise in a more expedited and safe manner. The ones we are fighting have been gathering weapons that they have been told by the Chained Oblivion itself to be a threat to it.
Oh, Tiamat didn't tell you about that one?
Tiamat knows not of what's happened on this world. It merely knows that the world is being is being consumed, as the Chained Oblivion had done so to the entire astral sea.
From my vision, the Trojans were there at the Tiamat fight, right?
The Trojans were there at the fighting the shadows. Or no,
Yeah.
the Trojans were not there with any team fighting. Sorry, there's a lot of Tiamat visions. Which one?
When I found out what the Trojan was.
When you
was
found out
the
what the
army.
Trojan, when the Tiamat was not there,
Okay.
the Trojans and the vestiges were being used on the shadows, the Chained Oblivion.
Yeah, which is the chain. Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure that wasn't like in the same place at the same
Mhm.
time, because if that's so, either he's lying or the Tiamat's lying. Anyways, Oh God.
Yes, if the Chained Oblivion had no use for mortals and mortals could not do anything to delay or expedite its unchaining, then why would it need so many servants?
The Tiamat has been reigning an empire for the last 3 eons. We are servants of the empire, the cult of the dynasty. Your leaders were children of the Tiamat, servants of the cult of the empire until a single planet was so important that they decided to abandon all of their lives to save it.
Why would they do that?
Not sure. We were here to simply we were simply here to herald the arrival of the Tiamat and to warn these children of that they are out of place and that they will die if they will not stop resisting.
My point here is the Chained Oblivion that you say no mortal could do anything to effect whatsoever needs mortals to do its bidding currently. So, if it needs mortals, then perhaps other mortals could do something to hamper its rise, giving the Tiamat more time. Because from what we know, the Chained Oblivion's plans are going quite well, unfortunately.
So it seems your hampering has not done much of anything.
The issue of the Chained Oblivion is just now coming into a majority of our awarenesses. Prior to that, most of the efforts were focused on stopping the Tiamat because, for the most part, we did not know why the Tiamat was wishing to destroy the planet. But now, we are aware, and so most certainly is the Chained Oblivion. So, if the Chained Oblivion believes that its plans are going well, and knows that the Tiamat is on its way to destroy the planet, surely that must mean the Chained Oblivion has planned for that, and yet can still continue its goals.
The Chained Oblivion does not know of the Tiamat. It can't.
The
Why
Chained
not?
Oblivion has servants throughout this entire planet, it seems, in very high positions of power. I don't see how it wouldn't know of the Tiamat. Nearly everyone, at least in this empire, knows of the Tiamat. Perhaps all the heralding you did was showing your hand a bit too much. As I have said before, in this effort our goals are aligned. We may come into conflict later, upon which the Tiamat can do what she may, and perhaps end the world. But for now, until that day comes, I see it in both of our best interests to delay the Chained Oblivion servants as much as possible.
So what would you have me do? You have slaughtered the rest of my men, and that was my only heralding party. There are others, but would they come in time?
How long does it take your people to arrive?
it took several weeks to make it here. Months
Perhaps
even.
not. Perhaps not, but you have information regarding the Chained Oblivion that we may not yet be privy to. The stories of it are few and far between here. We only know about it because we directly ran into its servants, for the most part. Any information you or your other order may have would be invaluable in helping figure out what to do against it or its servants.
We do not know much about the evil either. We built ourselves around only the actions of the Tiamat, which were its destruction. We built ourselves on an empire. We built ourselves on an empire surrounded around an idol who had defeated it. We did not know anything about it other than it was defeated by the Tiamat. It was created for purely evil, and the gods decided to create the Tiamat to slaughter it.
Do you know how the Tiamat was able to defeat it?
It was believed that the Tiamat had used mere brute force until the Tiamat had been killed itself, and then was brought to life again, slaughtered, and then casted it out down here, and it was believed to have died in a almost planet-wide destruction of the entire surface of the planet.
Have you been told how it was banished to here, chained, so to speak?
It had not been banished. It was believed to have just simply died, destroyed upon impact of the surface of the planet.
And yet it did not.
And yet it did not, apparently, and was only revealed to us several eons later.
There hold on this planet many weapons, known as vestiges, that the Chained Oblivion itself seems to fear. Those align with another weapon, so to speak, known as the Trojan. That is what a majority of its followers, at least from our gathering, are seeking.
The name means nothing to me.
To the best of our knowledge, the Trojan is a group of armies. If they can pose a threat, at least through the eyes of the Chained Oblivion, then perhaps this weapon, combined with the Tiamat, could slay it once and for all.
Mayhaps.
The Chained Oblivion has certainly survived a planetary destruction before, as you have said. I don't see much reason why it couldn't survive another.
Also, these vestiges are powerful enough to take on the Unchained, and they're in the hands of the followers. It's not too unbelievable to say they could take on the Tiamat as well.
Which followers are you talking about?
The followers of the Unchained, I believe.
Ah,
Yes.
okay. But if they're in the hands of the followers, then they can't be used against the followers, no?
That is
That's-
the point. We wish for help in getting the weapons from the followers, because if the followers have these weapons, and these weapons are strong enough to at least pose a threat to the Chained Oblivion, then who's to say they could not pose a threat to Tiamat, who was already killed by the Chained Oblivion alone?
So then what would you have me do? Rally an
Send a
entire
message?
empire with a single voice?
I mean, it's better than no voices.
There have
Send
been
a
many to
message.
there have been many to oppose the destruction of this planet. I
Look, we understand that you guys don't want to, or that you guys want to destroy this planet. Honestly, small potatoes at the moment. That's far. That's a little further down the line. If these vestiges get into the hands of the followers of the Oblivion, Tiamat's not going to have a chance to destroy this planet.
Is there any way you or anyone else could perhaps send a message to the Tiamat to convey information?
I can certainly try to convey a message. I'm not sure how willing to listen she would be.
Make her aware of what we have told you. If she does not believe you, ask her
That's on
to
her.
ask her to tell you how to prove it, and we will do all we can to make sure that happens. But be sure to let her know that her time is running out, and there are forces at play on this planet that wish to bring the unchaining of the Chained Oblivion closer, and are doing so quite rapidly.
I would not be able to travel anymore.
Is there a way you could send a message mentally, or perhaps magically?
No. I believe I am stuck.
I'm not sure if I trust the council. Junji, do you have any spare wyverns?
I could check.
Fit for space travel?
Space travel.
Oh, you don't have any other people on the planet? We sent some people to a forest with mind flares.
Wait.
Mind flares?
Well, yeah.
Then they are sure to be dead.
I
There are
mean,
mind flares here?
I thought they could. A forest of them,
Oh, then I
right?
take back what I
Nothing
said.
that
I
happened.
want this planet should burn to the ground.
I
Try
don't
again.
remember I don't remember mind flayers, but I don't
No,
really remember
no, that's
what
exactly what it
Wild
was.
Wild- Okay,
That's what's happening in Silva.
I see. Well, I don't personally know of any other method of space travel, but can portal magic serve a similar purpose? I admit I'm not entirely familiar with much of the conjuration school.
Perhaps. I mean, there may be a chance for there are other heralding parties across the across the planet might not be the one that you specifically sent to their deaths, but I'd be able to
Death is a
possibly.
strong word.
Well,
I mean, they're flying.
mind flayers can fly.
And pretty good combatants.
They can also fight.
Mind flayers can fly?
Yes. They are flying mind flayers.
Crazy.
Either
Anyways,
way,
I can.
if at all possible, we will try and secure your way to contact these other heralding parties, and perhaps you, and if you need us, try to convince them to aid us in this quest against the followers of the Chained Oblivion.
I can certainly try.
I thank you.
What do we do with him right now? Do we trust the council with him?
I can certainly see how that would be an issue.
I also think
We could perhaps try and convince the council. They seem at least mostly rational from my dealings with them. Or perhaps we could try and find the assistance of one of the other powerful spellcasters at this party.
As you are saying this, you can hear coming down the stairs. You can hear someone just going, What do you mean? Yeah, we were just attacked by these shadows. What do you mean there's more in Muspelheim? What are you talking about? As this guy comes walking down the stairs, as he's just like, there are more of these shadow dragons and space people everywhere? Where everywhere? How he's just looking at he's like looking at this like projection around him with like a bunch of screens as he's just looking of like these magical screens just appearing in his hand above him. You can see these little servos animals that are made of just like these weird gears are just following behind. He's just like, what do you fuck? Okay, I will try to make him.
He's gonna lean over to Rory. Do you think he would be a good candidate?
I mean,
Yes, I will be
apparently
over
that's
there.
where he's from.
Sir.
Yes. Yes. Can I help you?
Could you come here for a moment?
I prefer not to, because I need to make my leave immediately.
How fast would you be over Muspelheim? Is that what you said?
Yes.
How fast would you be in Muspelheim?
As he just like sends one of his, he like holds out a hand, and one of his servos comes up and just fucking pulls it, and like you can see the gears start pulling itself apart and fully forming a circle that is a large like oval circle, just as a portal appears right in front of him as he just like looks at, he's just maintaining contact with you as he just says, you were saying?
We just kind of split and show this get the Yankee. You want to take him?
Yes, great. What? Why?
We have been able to convince this person that our goals, if not methods, are aligned. They only wish to stop the forces we are fighting as well. If you could perhaps bring him to meet with the others of his kind, he could convince the rest of them to join us in our efforts.
Make a persuasion check. Because this guy has no idea who the hell you are. You are.
Can I get the help action?
Sure.
Alright,
Alright.
there you go. You have the help action.
Alrighty. Persuasion. Come on, roll it. 18.
Hey.
18. Okay. He goes, if, sure. Is he going to be restrained like that the whole time?
If it makes you more comfortable.
Preferably.
Oh, and Arid's going to like prestidigitation a bunch of fucking words on like a spare piece of parchment. It's just gonna be like a summary of all we know and like told the dude about the Chained Oblivion and its followers just on a piece of paper. If they ask for proof, have them, I don't know, sending me.
Should we grab his
Okay.
name?
Yes, what's your name?
I am Dr. Jekyll of the Triad of Muspelheim.
Yes, if they ask for proof, send me a sending. I am Erud Bestil. And yours, he's gonna point to the Githyanki.
He just looks and he's just like, Soth.
Oh, thank you.
It's good to meet you. Hope we can keep doing business.
Great. He pockets the note and he's like, come on, just, I don't even, sure. And he just gestures to the portal and the Githyanki makes his way in and the two of them leave.
Well, that was convenient.
That went better than expected.
I don't know if
Let's-
we'll go anywhere, but
Less information than perhaps I was wanting, but at least we made potential allies.
hopefully.
Yes, and if not, probably wouldn't be too much skin off our back. They didn't seem to be incredibly capable, but
Yeah, they'll probably be more of a distraction than anything with the whole deal. But
any
distraction.
combatants are good combatants at the very least. Well, let us rejoin everyone else, relay the information we have received to our fellow compatriots, and should we inform the council of what we have learned? I already mentioned that I would inform them of anything I found out, but I can't see too much issue with informing them that one of the Githyanki is planning on trying to convert a couple of his compatriots to our side, especially now that he is. How far away is Muspelheim?
That's on the other side.
You
isn't it?
Yeah.
know that Muspelheim is a giant city on the water, and it is currently within the waters that separate the Forbidden East, the Forbidden East with Zov. So
All right.
pretty far,
Yeah.
pretty fucking far.
I doubt they would really care all too much now that he is a continent away and there are more pressing matters.
Let's not say the information we got, but tell him that we might have allies with them soon. It seems like they're been holding a lot back from the kingdom. At least I think, right?
Yeah,
I feel like I've been learning information that isn't real, that we didn't hear from the Acadia.
Is it known that the Acadia are like former members of the cult,
No,
of like the dynasty?
you have heard
Well,
certain people. You have heard the Githyanki say that before, but it was not an actual prevalent thing said
No.
by.
Like nothing in any books I would have read, because like, all right.
They didn't really explain their origins. They kind of just explained that we're here now.
yeah. So we'll hold any information we have and just say that we might have allies.
All right.
Okay. All right. So you all head back inside. I it's great because I was looking at the time like, damn, we are not moving as fast as I thought we were, only to realize that we started extremely early. So I think as you all head inside, we are going to end the session for tonight. Uh,
All right.
Damn, I thought we were gonna get to the next day this session, but I think it's better off that we don't, just because the people aren't here. But hopefully
Well, I
we'll be.
we
Maybe we
We're
could.
probably about at the end of it the next day.
Did you all have any plans on what you guys wanted to do for the rest of the night? Because the rest of the night is just going to be everybody recover. Everybody else is just recovering and preparing themselves on in Salos.
Brood would probably be investigating his tome a little more, trying to figure out what might have caused Rory to see something different, if it was like something a part of the tome. Because he remembers at one point he saw like a smiley face written in the top corner.
Mm-hmm.
And then not much since. So he's going to spend a lot of his time investigating his tome more thoroughly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Without
Insight or something to see where that came from?
sure. I mean,
I feel
from
like it was Jormungandr, but I don't know.
you've seen Erud's writing, and especially looking at it after it looks normal. It wasn't really from what you remember of seeing the lettering. It wasn't really written in. It looked more splotched in. Like, instead of it being written with a pen, it almost looked like someone took a mini hose and just drew in the letters.
But someone pushed that book down, too. And that involved the City of Glass.
Again, Ekni is Jormungandr. Again, he's been pulling the strings this whole time.
Ekni BBEG?
Again, Ekni is Jormungandr, who is also the Chained Oblivion, who's also Tiamat.
Now that makes sense. I can see all these strings getting put together.
And also Vecna.
Trust me.
Well, you know, that's for her own thing.
But yeah, Erud would do that. I think at some point he would also ask Rory to like describe the writing, like if he thought it was in his head or on the paper, like sort of like the same question you asked, like.
I mean,
when
considering, go ahead.
When you saw the message to look up, was that something in your mind, or did it look like it was written on the page?
It looked written on the page, not in your handwriting, but also something pushed down that book about the City of Glass.
Are you good at writing?
Better than some.
Could you perhaps try and recreate what you saw? It might be a little difficult, but the best you can. Specifically the handwriting of it.
I can do my best. It didn't really look like it was in pen, though. Or in ink. Well, ink, but... Can I try and recreate it?
Yeah, sure. You can definitely try to recreate it.
I don't know
Could
what
that be
kind of
more
check
like
that'd
a sleight of hand, maybe?
be. Sure. 18?
Okay. Yeah, you're able to pretty decently write it in.
Now, Aaron's gonna look at it. Does it look anything like Ekni's handwriting from what he remembers?
No, it looks messy.
Okay. Interesting. It isn't. It doesn't seem to be Ekni's handwriting, at least. Not as I remember it.
I don't know. Nothing seems to point that it's Jormungandr either.
Far too many mysteries for one bird to solve here. Alright, is just gonna start, like, flipping through his page again? Like, flipping through his tome again, just writing random sentences, showing them to Rory, like, making sure they say the same thing to him.
Ooh. Do any of them change?
No.
Okay. Oh, this is gonna be a long night.
All right. Cherry, is there anything you want Junji to do for the rest of the night? Or are you just also preparing for tomorrow?
Just preparing for the next day.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We still haven't gotten fucking paid.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Big ass paycheck. You get paid by the hourly, right?
Maybe you do.
Yeah, I work on commission, and these motherfuckers have not paid up. I used to have a job, and then my fucking employer exploded.
Yeah, sorry about that one.
No, you guys are getting paid by the
Oh,
good
God.
by surviving. It's for the good of the world. Who needs
It's
to be
getting
paid
harder
to
to survive without all this.
Who needs to get paid to save the world? Guys, come on. Anyways,
Oh,
all right. So yeah. Is there anything specifically that the three of you do to prepare for tomorrow? What do you guys?
I will probably be giving out. Oh, I don't know if the other group members are gonna be here, but I was gonna be giving out pawns to whoever looks like they need them.
Okay.
So who's squishy here?
Fucking
The
racist
most
fandom
of the
guys.
casters, pretty much the casters.
I think I have 8 pawns. So I'll give you 3, myself 2, and then I'll give 3 to one of the other casters if they are coming.
Okay. From what I was told, Kryn and Ionira should be there tomorrow, next session, as well as Splint.
That'd be
And I will definitely see about Nox.
Friday?
That'll be not next Friday. Maybe next Friday. We'll see.
Are we doing weekly or not?
Gotta think about that. I think we can. Yeah.
I will probably not be able to make it if it's the 13th because I'll be on vacation then. I might be able to swing
Okay.
it.
No,
but
it's not gonna be the 13th for you guys. If it was gonna be, it would probably be. I think I had planned it to be. The next session will be the 6th. Yeah.
That is also like the day I leave for
Damn.
the vacation. I leave the
Okay.
6th and come back the 14th.
Okay.
Anna will also be on the same vacation. We're going, like that group of people are going to Florida.
Oh. So then probably we'll just wait until
like
the 14th to do it. To have our next
Like
session.
I said, it's probably possible to like join in, but it might be a little rough to swing.
Gotcha. Just let me know,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'll schedule a session on the 6th, and if we can't do it, then we'll wait until the 14th.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. So next session we will start in the morning, awaiting the combat as you all prepare your defenses in Salos. But for now, that's going to be the end of the session tonight.
Alrighty.
I have one more question to ask.
Yeah, sure.
Can I give out my bishops before combat? Then they use their own bonus action?
They would. You would have to use your bonus action to activate them because you're the one attuned to the items.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
What does the
Sounds
pawn
good.
do?
Here, I'll send it to you.
It gives a
And I
boost
think
of
I have a
AC.
question about the pawn as well.
I think you
Because
have.
it says
Would
that-
you? I think, Brennan. Yeah, I think you have access to the weapon because it's in. It is in the homebrew items section.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
It says if a pawn prevents an attack from landing, does that mean if it's within that one, or if it just misses? Because they each give a +1.
Let me see. Sorry, one more time. What was your question?
I'll try and give an example. So like, let's say you have 14 AC. With the pawn, you now have 15.
Mm-hmm.
Does the pawn still take the brunt of the force if they rolled like a 13, or is it only if they roll?
It's only
A
if they
14.
roll a. It's only if they roll a 14 or higher.
Okay. Oh, so if they roll higher, then the pawn takes the first 10 damage.
Mhm.
Nice. That's
Well, it's
actually
HP
really
equal to
cool.
your. It
Okay.
has HP equivalent to your proficiency modifier, so they take 3 of the damage, and then the damage would be added onto yourself.
Oh, 3. Yeah. All right. Nice.
Alrighty. I will see you folks later then.
All right.
See you guys tomorrow.
No. Oh yeah.
I'll
Tomorrow.
be there.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of
Alright.
starting at 6 instead, if that works for you guys.
6. Let me
Yeah, that should be fine.
alter
We're doing a
my-
session tomorrow as well.
It's.
Oh no, that's not campaign.
It's Rory's campaign.
Sorry, what your mic cut out.
It's Rory's campaign.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Anyways, yeah. So that's gonna be the end of the
Alright,
session for
alright.
tonight, and I will hopefully see you and a lot of other people, hopefully tomorrow. Or not tomorrow. Fuck.
Could work. Okay. Next week.
Next
Friday?
week. Next Friday. Take care.
If not, then the 14th, Saturday.
Yes.
Alright. See you.
See ya. Bye bye.
See you.
Alright.